Shalom Makiyam. First and foremost, we would like to give all praise, honor, and glory
to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH.
Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where we learned this 144% truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, starting with the 144,000 men of Israel, which consists of the servants, the prophets, whom have been ordained to sing this new song, which comes in the form of this gospel, which will be preached throughout all four corners of this earth and rest upon the ears of the innumerable multitude, men, women, and children of Israel, which may be scattered throughout all four corners of this earth. Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom Akiyam. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, the beloved Akiyam and myself, we're back out here. We're back out here to prophesy the downfall of the place where we're living out our last captivity. All right, and I'm sure you Akiyam and Akwat that are in the loop. You know, you can see all the activity that's going on right now all over the world, man, from the east to the west. All right, you have prophecy jumping off the pages. All right, you have Elon Musk. Right, he's finally got that Neuralink brain chip off the ground. Right, supposedly. Brothers are making lessons on that, beautiful lessons on that. You have over there in Jordan. All right, there was a couple of American soldiers got deleted. Over there in Jordan. Right, and we already know what's going on over there in with Iran. Right, with the rest of these nations that are just straight conflict over there in the east. You see nothing but tension. Oh, there was another form of information that came out regarding Russia. There was an article. I'll see if I can find it, little woman, and I'll post it on the chat. But Russia, as we know of the division that's taking place in Texas, Russia, Putin said that if Texas really wants to be their own
state, like their own independent
state, he'll supply them with weapons, and he'll take up arms against the rest of America too, because he's against them. So I mean, I'll see if I can find that article. But needless to say, you see the division is real.
Right?
Putin's out of his
he's out of his mind.
Yeah,
bro.
But the division is real. You got the gates, you got the border wide open down there in the south. Hey, these right-wing Edomites are tripping. I don't know if y'all been seeing TikTok, but these diehard Babylonian Edomites, man. Hey, they're locked and loaded, man. So civil unrest is right around the corner. Conflict. The grid. Hey, the grid's going down soon. Y'all can't forget about that, because we know that the economy has to crash in efforts for this ship to come forth, this Karagma. You see, in efforts for this to come forth. This right here. The monetary system as we know it has to go down the drain, okay? So ultimately the economy is gonna crash. And this is what's gonna be brought forth. You see, so this is the time we're living in, man. We're living in a time of prophecy, man. And if you can't see it, hey, and you either living under a rock or you're walking around with your eyes closed, because it's happening. Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI is bringing this forth. You see? We're in the time where Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI is declaring, okay, things that were written in the days of old. He is, what's that, Isaiah 46? He's declared the end from the beginning, man. That's exactly what's happening now.
And there's a militia that's on their way. They're en route already to the southern border called God's Army.
Woo! Yeah, right.
And they're gonna back up the federal. They're gonna back up the feds. They're on their way over there to patrol the borders with all these migrants coming in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, hey, what you see is civil war coming, right? Because Biden's not with that. He's like, yo, leave the borders open.
Right.
And these people are rebelling against Biden and saying, nah, fuck that. We're gonna go over there and do what we gotta do. You know what I mean? That's why in that trailer, when old boy had that M16, or I believe it was an AR-15 on that other white dude, he goes, white dude goes, I'm an American. And he goes, what type of American?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Yep, I remember that.
Right, you know what I mean? So that's what's coming, man. I just want to bring this out real quick.
You
talking about the Civil War, right?
Too.
It says Mark 3, verse 24. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand.
Woo.
And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but has an end. You see? And we all know that Esau Edom is the counterpart of Satan. Okay, the adversary. That's why they are the devil that the Bible speaks of. All right? And as you see that this house, right, the house of Esau, is being divided right now. All right? Right wing, left wing, how you call it, liberals and whatnot.
Right.
You know? So what you're seeing, and then at a bigger scale, you got Putin versus America, because Putin's an Edomite as well.
Right.
You see? So the end of Satan is coming in the form of the flesh. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
These Edomites are bringing their own destruction, because a house that's divided is not going to be able to stand.
That's right. I got a precept to back that up. You got more on that?
No.
I got this to back that up. The book of Isaiah, chapter 19, and verse 1, and it reads, the burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved in his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it, man. And this is the climax of the return of the Lord right here.
Right.
You see? When the Lord busts through this third dimension to visit these heathen, man, and 2/3 of you, Jake. You see that a joined unto him.
Right.
All right, this is the climax of the visitation of the spiritual Sodom and Egypt, man, which is the daughter of Babylon, man. Google that on your phone. If you Google the daughter of Babylon, you'll know what landmass I'm talking about. Now, here's the point. Verse 2, the book of Isaiah, chapter 19, and verse 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. All right, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, woman, and child, they're the modern-day Egyptians, man. Okay? And this is this modern-day spiritual Egypt. Okay? And they shall fight everyone against his brother. And like the brother just said, Putin and Trump, all right, and Biden, they're all brothers, man. They're all brothers. The international banking families, they're all brothers, man. These Amalekites, all right, which is the chief house, all right, that's the chief tribe of Esau, okay? Go read Genesis 36, and what you're gonna find out is that there's a genealogy of Edom, going into the Dukes, the Dukes of Edom, you see? Eliphaz, which is the oldest son of Esau, which is the father of Amalek, all right? And it's not a coincidence that his name, Eliphaz, his name means my God is fine gold. And here it is, you got Esau, Amalek, in the form of these international banking families. What have they done? They've heaped up, okay, all of the gold and silver and precious stones, man. Hiding them in vaults, all right, in chambers, man, collecting dust. But honestly, you're just keeping it warm for Israel, man, because as it's written, all right, the gold and the silver is the Lord's, as it's written. The Lord said, the gold and the silver is mine. That's right. You see, let me finish this out. The book of Isaiah, chapter 19, and verse 2 from the top. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, civil unrest, like the brother mentioned, right? And kingdom against kingdom, which is going to be that all-out thermonuclear fallout. World War III, the third woe, spoken of in Revelations 11, man. Okay, let's go.
Something to back you up right here. It says, 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues, and as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. And you know this is talking about modern day Babylon, America, because ancient Egypt did not get destroyed. Only their military got destroyed. You see, it's because of bringing it back, it said, and smite Egypt with plagues as before. You see, as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that Yahweh shall bring upon it. You see, in that plague that's going to destroy America, which is spiritual Egypt, is going to be, like he said, the nuclear missiles, man, that nuclear fallout. You know what I mean? Yep. So, hey, this is what's happening in real time, man. Like I said, these prophecies are breathing out of these pages, man. The Holy Spirit is moving. You see, and what's the Holy Spirit? The word of the Lord. This is how you find out what times we in, okay? And this is how you prepare for the battle with the Comforter, right? That great light that was given to us through the mercy and power and spirit of BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI.
Right.
This is the only way we're going to be able to defeat this demon, this devil. All right? Not by taking no sea hip, not by joining his armies to go fight and protect the land. No. By abiding by every word that the Lord has given us, by joining unto the Lord, right? By leaving this world behind, okay? And seeking the Lord while he may be found.
Right. That's how you put on that armor. What, Ephesians 6?
That's right.
That's how you put that armor on.
Right.
You know, that armor, we put on YAHAWASHI, man. That's putting on the armor. We're not going to be confounded when these things come to pass.
That's right.
Because prophecy, see what prophecy is going to do to the majority of you people on this planet? It's going to punch your teeth down your throat.
That's right.
Because ultimately, everybody has something to say.
Right.
Everybody has an opinion.
Right.
You know? Everybody has a...
they got that I believe spirit.
Right. Everybody has a point to make.
Right.
You see, but no. When Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI makes his point, the earth is going to shake, man.
And then you're going to find out that, like he said, the wisdom of this world is foolish. You were a fool and fools get destroyed, man.
Right.
You see, where there is no vision, what? The people perish.
That's right.
You know, knowledge shall be the stability of the times. This knowledge is the only one you need. This is the knowledge you need to defeat this devil, man. You see? And that's why he also said, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge.
That's it.
You see, because when that destruction comes, you're not going to be in a stable state of mind, man. You're not going to be able to know where to go. You're going to turn back to Esau like, yo, let me get that. Let me get this.
Right.
You know what I mean? Put that in me. Why? Because you're going to go hungry. But guess what? The Lord said you're still going to go hungry because only your servants are going to eat.
That's right.
So you're going to take salaki. You're going to take that grain of rice in vain.
Yep. It tells you in 2 Esdras 16 that they that decide to take that idol, they're going to be held in division.
Right.
You're going to be a laughing stock ultimately, man. Right. You know, you're going to die with that chip in you.
Right.
And ultimately, what's going to happen?
It's still hungry when the purpose of it was to feed.
Right. Because what YAHAWASHI is coming to do, YAHAWASHI is coming to delete realms.
Right.
Is what he's coming to do. YAHAWASHI is going to delete whole realms.
That's right.
Whole kingdoms are going to get deleted.
That's right.
Upon his return.
That's right.
Starting with Esau. And this is what we're trying to tell you, Jake. You want to be joined unto the heathen, or you want to be joined unto the power that's coming to move them out the way?
Right.
The choice is yours.
That's right.
Ultimately, you're going to have to make one.
That's right.
I got another precept to back up what we're going into. I see the brother's still looking for something. You looking for something, brother?
I had a precept.
You got it. Go for it.
Joel chapter 3, verse 19. Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness. For the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in their land.
Read that from the top one more time about Bashar. That's fine.
Joel chapter 3, verse 19.
Watch what he does.
Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness.
Hold that.
I just wanted to say he married them.
Not only did he marry them, right? Not only did he join them, right? Marry them, but this gives credence to what me and you were both saying as far as Egypt being America.
Right.
Here it is. When I went into Isaiah 19, it specified that the Lord's going to send
Right.
Joel, the 3rd chapter, like you said, marries Egypt with Edom.
When we know.
When the Egyptians are Africans.
Right, African Kush and, you know what I mean?
Right, but
So,
you even though we're breaking this down through the Spirit in very clear context and
Right.
to its veracity,
Right.
if you don't have the Spirit on you, you still can't see it.
Right,
And we
right.
mentioned the genealogy of Esau in Genesis 36.
Right.
Esau's an Edomite.
Right.
He's not a Hamite.
Right.
And it's clearly proven that Egyptians were Hamites.
And we all know that the original land of Edom,
Egypt.
Edom
Salakia,
is
My
Mount
bad,
Seir.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not the land of Egypt.
Right.
You know what I mean? And Esau never had us in captivity in Egypt.
Right.
So we know this is not talking about ancient Egypt.
Right. He has us here now spiritually.
Right.
In spiritual Egypt.
Right.
That's a beautiful precept to bring out, to bring this, to glue everything together that we had initially brought out.
That's right.
That's the Spirit. Read that from the top, Malaki, you got it.
Joel chapter 3, verse 19. Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness.
And like the brother said, ancient Egypt didn't get destroyed. Hey, it's still standing today.
Right.
The military got moved out of the way.
Right.
You know, but the landmass remained. Go
Right.
ahead, brother.
For the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in their land.
See that? So there's a recompense for everything Esau has done.
That's right.
See, and that's something that Esau forgot. Esau thought he was going to be able to wiggle around the earth forever
Right.
in the position of authority.
Right.
No, that was never the plan.
Right.
You were used as a weapon,
Right.
okay, to chastise Israel
Right.
and to bring evil to its perfection in
Right.
your eon.
Right.
This is what you were used for.
Right.
It tells you that the evils must. It tells you in the Apocrypha. Going into the evils must they gotta come to their perfection.
Right.
The evil works must be fulfilled.
Right.
It goes into that. The evil work. So you were used as a device of the Lord to fulfill the Lord's will.
Right.
So you can be judged like Pharaoh. What's
Right.
that? Our favorite one.
Romans 9.
Romans 9. See, so the Lord's got to come through, flex on you like Lex Luger, okay? In efforts to what? Strip you from the position of power.
Right.
Smack the scepter out of your hand.
Right.
Strip you of that staff, okay? Strip you of that golden cup
Right.
that you've been rocking with since you came out of the gutter
Right.
back in late 1300s, early 14.
Right. Right.
And you about to go back to the state where you were wearing undergarment
Right.
until it vanished, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? Until it vanished.
With all hairy with lice on your body.
Right. Oh, your old lady eating lights out of her coochie.
Right. Hey.
That's what we're going back to.
Right.
Nigga, get back and get the
Right.
work. We're gonna be telling you to get the work
Right.
done.
And the thing
You
is
know,
that
like you like to say to us.
Esau don't understand that he's an expendable. You know what I mean? He got put in position of power only for the Lord to boast against the other nations.
Yeah.
Like, go ahead and try me. You see what I did to those that had you in subjection?
You notice how the Lord used the bully.
Right.
He used the strongest heathen nation amongst the. You know that's the
Right.
beautiful
That's what I'm
point.
saying. Yeah. He's like, you see what I did to those that had you in subjection for hundreds of years.
That's a beautiful
You know
point.
what I mean?
Real
So the
talk.
Lord did this on purpose to boast His name across the four corners of the earth.
That's right.
It's like who? It's like when Troy, when Troy killed that giant, he said, "Anybody else?"
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what the Lord's gonna do.
Yep.
Anybody else? That's it, man. Everybody gonna have to bow down or get your head chopped off, man.
Right. Con. And this is the gospel, man.
Con.
All right. We're singing the new song,
That's
which
right.
is an old song.
Right.
All right, which is the song of Moses.
Right.
Which is the song of us triumphing over our enemies through our power, Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, Exodus 15.
You know what?
The song of Moses, man. This is how we're gonna triumph, man.
Con.
Singing to the Lord. All right, and it tells you in Isaiah? I believe it's Isaiah, that this song, we have to sing the song skillfully. You can't just be singing this song any way you want. It has to be skillful.
Right.
Every instrument has to come into correlation with another.
And that's why you can't be found with no guile.
Right.
You know, and I just wanted to make a point, man. This old song that we're singing now, the reason why we forgot the lyrics is because Esau Edom, the damn devil, hid it in his archives. He took out the Apocrypha, okay, brought his doctrine, all right, and fed us that wine, that poisoned wine, all right. We got drunk off those philosophies, right? But now we sobered up through the Spirit, man, right? The body of living waters, man. We sobered up, and guess what, man? Now we can see clearly.
Right.
We remember the song. We ain't mumbling no more.
Alright.
You know what I mean? We ain't offbeat.
Right.
Okay.
Why is that?
And we're singing it loud.
Right. And why is that? Because we've been given the Holy Spirit,
God.
which is the spirit of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man, and the fear of the Lord,
Right.
which is the beginning of wisdom.
Right.
You see? And ultimately, to back up your point, Esau was able to deceive us
Right.
with his wayward philosophies,
Right.
and ultimately that was through the Lord.
Right.
Because the Lord told Jeremiah himself, even thou shalt
Shall
discontinue
discontinue
from thy heritage, man.
That's
So
right.
this was all part of the curses,
Right.
and again, Esau being that device
Right.
to execute the Lord's will.
That's right, that's
boom,
right.
boom, 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 boom. But ultimately, the Lord's gonna bring it all back together. And now, what are we looking forward to now? As we reach the climax,
Right.
the end rather of our
Right.
captivity, salvation.
That's
and
right.
it tells us that.
That's
I'm
right.
gonna get this for the brother right here.
Right.
Right. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, one of many locations giving credence to this. Right. The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 13 and verse 29. Behold, which means look, the days come, that's prophecy, when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth. Who is he going to deliver? The remnant.
That's right.
Those that turn from transgression in Jacob. It tells us that in Isaiah
Right.
59,
Right.
59 and 20. Those that turn from transgression in Jacob. That's who the Lord, that's who the Redeemer is coming back for.
That's right.
You got something you want to say on that?
Oh, no, I'm
Con,
good.
I got you.
We good.
And he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth. And one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another. You see, so all hell's gonna break loose prior to us being delivered.
That's right.
And that civil unrest, which is what we're going into,
That's
is a
right.
reality.
That's right.
Okay? The Lord's gonna, and it's gonna be of Yahweh, it's gonna be of Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHWASHI. The Lord said it himself, red letter, in
Right.
Matthew.
Right.
The Lord's gonna set variants, you know, against mother against daughter, father against son.
Right.
You see?
And it's already happening.
Right.
You see those people that got deleted, those families, those two families that got deleted, one
Right.
by a Jake and one by an Ishmaelite.
Ah.
You know what I mean? All these things are coming to pass, man, and you people can't see it, man. There was an article that said in the past 2 years, 50,000 people have been deleted in a little small militia war that they're having out there in Maine Yard or something like that. But needless to say, they're saying that they're monitoring 50 different wars across the earth right now, man.
Right.
50 different wars, man.
That's wild.
Whether they're small militias or big armies, there's 50 wars going on right now that they're monitoring,
Yeah, con.
you know? So it's
Right.
giving credence that, you know, the whole earth is at an uproar right now, man.
That's right.
Okay? All on whose watch? Esau Edom. That beast that came to take peace away from the earth, man.
Right.
You know, with that great sword.
Why? Because that's the time we're in. I got you right here.
Right.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, and verse 1, and it reads, everything, Salakia, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born and a time to die.
That's right.
A time to plant and a time to pluck up
That's right.
that which is planted. And when you break this down through the spirit and take a glance at America, there was a time for them to be planted, right? There was a time for them to be born,
Right.
right? They lived out their lifespan.
Right.
They reached their pinnacle,
Right.
perfected the sword,
Right.
and then started to diminish.
That's right.
And now this bitch is about to be deleted.
Right.
That's the chronological order
That's right.
of every heathen fucking kingdom. Excuse my
Right.
French.
Right.
It's just when we speak about Esau,
Right.
the
Gets
pride of
passionate.
this man,
It gets passionate.
it gets going.
Right.
You see, you have a day with doom, bro.
Right.
You ain't gonna dwell forever through your science, through
Right,
your
right.
through your technocracy, you know, through your transhumanism.
And
Nah,
that's,
man.
And that's the, you know, and that's that right there pisses me the hell off too, right? Because here it is, you got a man named Elon Musk, right? That you talking about how you just brought up technology, man. You got this man named Elon Musk making this C-hip for the brain, right? Talking about healing the paraplegic, the blind and all that. You are trying to get in the way of the Lord's judgment. You're trying to reverse what the Lord has done already. You're trying to undo it.
Trying to stop it.
Right,
Trying
but
to
you know
stop
what
judgment.
though?
Yep, that's heavy.
The Lord is going to allow you to do it to deceive the undesired from that He doesn't want. You
Right.
know what I mean? So He's going to allow you through the left-hand side to perform these so-called miracles. You see what I'm saying? Because guess what? When the people that witness this, it's just going to bring in those that the Lord wants to destroy.
That's it.
That's all you're doing. You're doing His job on the left-hand side. But with your pride, you thinking that you're above Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHWASHI. You think that you don't have to answer to nobody, that everybody has to answer to you.
Right.
You see? But you then forgot that the Lord put you in this position to fulfill prophecy. And what does prophecy say? That your end is coming.
That's it.
And Israel shall follow after that, man.
That's
But
right.
Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the one that followeth. Right? With who? Number 1 and number 2, Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHWASHI.
Right.
And the 144 and the elect, man.
Right. It tells us in Jeremiah 49, just to back you up, that Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHWASHI is going to bring the calamity upon Esau
That's
the
right.
time that he shall visit him.
That's right.
There's a time.
That's right.
As we're going into in Ecclesiastes 3, I'm going to jump down to verse 8.
Come.
There's a time.
That's right.
For everything, man.
Right.
There's a time for your visitation. And honestly, you know, from the elders and apostles, the great millstone on down to us like-minded men out here on the highways and byways prophesying your downfall. This is the token. This is the sign. This is how we know. This is how we know.
That's how we know.
Here it is. You've given us rights to be able to speak on this topic.
Right, right.
The freedom of speech.
Right.
You see, so the Lord snared you, all right, with your law system,
Right.
that you've done to come up with the buck up against the Lord.
Right.
It tells you in Psalm 50, who allowed to declare my statutes?
Right, right, right,
Right,
right.
when you cast my words behind me?
Right.
This nigga conjured up his own laws.
Right, right.
But here it is, your freedom of speech law that snared you in the latter
Right.
time, because now you got the servants of prophets out here legally able to bring this word out on your
Right,
ass.
right. Setting our face against Mount Seir.
Right.
And you know what's beautiful about that? This damn devil can't rest now. You know what I mean? This devil can't rest because he's like, damn, we fucked up. We gave them freedom of speech. You know what I mean?
Right.
And now every night they're thinking of ways to try to shut us up. You know, bring out these misinformation and you know, domestic terrorism, and when anybody that doesn't agree with us will be arrested and all types of, you know what I mean? But the point is that they can't bring it out as fast as they want. Why? Because it's all through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI. There's going to be a famine of the word, but it's not yet. It's not yet. It's not what you say.
Right.
Okay, it's all according to how the Lord wants to move his pieces. Remember, the earth is the Lord's chessboard, man. You're just a little pawn in it, okay? You don't understand that everything is through the power and spirit of YAHAWASHI.
That's right.
Okay, but you deceived your heart. I mean, your pride has deceived your heart.
Yeah.
Right. So ultimately, that's what's going to bring you destruction, because you don't know when to stop.
That's it. Nigga has no chill.
Right.
Esau got no chill.
Right.
But guess what? Your Lord's gonna chill your ass out though.
That's right.
He's gonna chill you right down. And speaking about the famine of the word, that's the spirit. It's not gonna come on your time. It's gonna come on the Lord's time, like the brother said. And ultimately, you gotta be revealed.
That's right.
And that's the time we're in. We're in the time of the revelation of the wicked.
Right now, we're testifying against him.
Right. And now we're at the point where you're being revealed, to the point where we have articles that go into you being exposed.
That's right.
And guess what? That's your own tongue falling upon your own mouth, man. Falling upon your own self.
Hey.
Like the scriptures say would happen. Lord willing, we got that article. Lord willing, we remember to bring that up. in a few.
Court is in session. And
Court is in session.
Here you got the house of Judah and the house of Israel both saying, yeah, that's that nigga right there.
Yup. And then we got
You
a
know what I
star
mean?
witness, which are those heathen nations.
Right, right.
There's a star witness.
Right, like, yeah, it was him. Like we brought out before,
Yeah,
like, yo,
fine.
we're trying to avoid the electric chair. We'll take our time,
Right.
but we want to avoid death row.
Right.
Put that nigga in the chair. It was him.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Hey, and I'm not even tripping. Hey, I heard Elder Yashawamba make that point. Going into the star witness being
Right.
the heathen nation. That's right.
Right,
There's
right.
a star witness
Right,
too that
right.
we can bring on the stand.
Right,
That
right,
can
right.
testify
Right.
against you, man.
Right.
And it goes in Isaiah 14. Goes into as far as how they smote the people with a continual stroke.
Right, right, right.
You see, so this heathen that can come on in now and this
Right, right,
talking
right.
about yo, it was heavy.
Right.
Yo, we plead the fifth. We don't want to
Right.
we don't want the chair. You know?
Yo,
Hey.
that confidential informant that was with the wire the whole time, like, yo, that was that nigga. You see, we got him here. He was telling us to go do this and do that. You know what I
He
mean?
said if we don't do it, they're gonna bomb us.
Right.
You ain't no, they did that. You know what I mean?
Right.
You got them Japs that are gonna come
Right,
through. Them
Japs,
Japs are gonna be like,
right.
yo, they hit us up.
Vietnam.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, everybody, man. Ishmael.
Right.
Shit, they took our oil, man. You know what I mean? You know,
See?
they made us build ships for the slavery,
Right.
all types of shit, bro.
So guess what? What are these? These are testimonies, man. See, the heathen nation got a testimony against you.
Right.
You see? And
Right.
that's just the time we're living in. We're living in a time of your revelation, man.
Right.
You got to be revealed, and ultimately the word's going to be stripped off the scene.
Right.
This ministry's going to end. There's
Right.
an end cap for this ministry.
That's right.
And that's another thing we're trying to warn you, Jacob. But hey, whether you hear it or bear, man, it is
Right.
what it is.
Yeah, because you know what? This ministry is giving you the oil you need to keep that lamp trimmed, man.
Yep.
For you to understand and see what's in front of you, man. How you gonna direct your path the right way if you can't see what's in front of you, man?
That's it. I'm
You
going to
know?
grab this real quick. Ecclesiastes 3 and 8, jumping down. A time to love and a time to hate. A time of war in the time of peace.
And if I may
got
say
it.
something on that, man,
You got
there
it,
was a
brother.
time where you had us blind, like we had to love your nasty ass. You know what I mean? We thought the Lord loved everybody. You had us blinded with that bullshit for hundreds of years, man. You know, ever since you came through with that Christianity. You know, here it is, you're killing us, but we were supposed to love you.
Right.
You know, the Lord said, the scripture says, don't I hate those that hate you?
That's it.
I hate them with a perfect hatred. So we're in the time of hating our enemies. We done found out who our enemy is.
That's it.
And we're going to hate all those that hate the Lord.
That's it.
All right?
Right.
When it was talking about thou shalt not hate thy neighbor in thy heart, that was talking about our own brothers,
That's
man.
it, brother.
Okay? Because we were all secluded in our own lands, man.
And when you look it up in the blue, that didn't tell you that.
Right.
It tells you that in the, I believe in the lexicon, if I'm
You
not
know what I
mistaken.
mean?
But needless to say, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful point.
Come on.
You know? And ultimately, again, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man being revealed to be the Bible, the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
This is huge as far as prophecy is concerned. Because with him being revealed, like it tells us in 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter, I'm going
That's
to
right.
grab that, Lord willing.
That's right.
You have something?
Come on.
Grab what you got, I'll grab that 2 Thessalonians
That's
after.
right.
Absolutely. But before you grab it, like I was saying, with him being revealed, okay, to be in that diabolical basket,
Right.
okay, that's going to usher in the end of his eon. That's
right.
going to usher in the end of his rulership, okay? And it tells us in what, 2nd Ezra 6 and 9, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it.
That's right.
Jacob being who? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man.
That's right.
We found this out. And there would be speckled birds because of, you know, we've been scattered because of the curse of Deuteronomy 28. So there's going to be Israelites that look like the other nations.
That's right.
You know, through the scattering.
Right.
But their bloodline goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man.
That's right.
And their spirit will testify that. What's that? Romans 8.
Right.
The spirit bears
Bears
witness.
witness.
You see, so the spirit will testify that they are Israelites, and they'll do what's required of them to get right with the Lord.
That's right.
But this is beautiful because again,
The word will quicken them.
right? If they're part of the
The
elect,
elect. Right.
that's a beautiful point.
Right.
But Esau being revealed, hey, this is huge. This is a
Right.
major part
Right.
of prophecy, and we must speak on these things, man.
Esau been made bare and he cannot hide himself.
Jeremiah 49 and 10.
Right.
You got it, brother. That's a fire piece right there. We're gonna have to grab that.
This is Daniel chapter 7. You were talking about the bringing up of America.
God.
Daniel chapter 7 and verse 8. Consider the horns. Start at verse 7. And this I saw in the night visions, and behold, a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible, and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth, and it devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it, and it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and had 10 horns. I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn,
Yep.
America,
Right. There you go.
before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots. And behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of man, and a mouth speaking great things.
Yep.
So it's America and American history, but the point is that verse, so you saw the beginning of America, and then this is the end of America.
Right. And those 3 little horns that were plucked up were who? You know?
Yeah, the Spanish, the French, and the British.
Got it.
And so you can read that in American history. It shows
Right.
you, and that fourth beast was Rome, the horn is America.
Yep. Just expound on that as you bring it out. You know what I mean?
Right. So it all builds up the revival of Rome to the history of America, all the way towards destruction.
That's right.
In verse 11, I beheld then because of the voice of the great words which the horn spake, America, I beheld even till the beast was slain, and his body destroyed and given to the burning flame.
And just like ancient Rome, there were vassal states going into those 10 horns. Right? Going into those 10 horns. Now, there were vassal states. You see? In ancient Rome. And they're the vassal states now. You see? So, like the brother's saying, I mean, this is, if you have the spirit to see, you will see it.
Right.
You can see, I mean, there's the Senate House, you know, you have, again, we always go into the plebeians and the patricians, the Democrats and Republicans.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's
all the same thing. It was just
structure.
revised.
the
That's
structures, bro.
Right. That's why it's called the revised Roman Empire.
Yeah. You see
know what I mean?
yeah, bro. It's
That's it.
unbelievable. It's clear.
Everything's the same.
Yeah.
It gives credence that these are those people.
Right. Because they're building the same.
Right.
It's the spirit. Hey,
Right.
we just brought Romans 8. The
Right.
spirit bears witness.
Witness, right. Well, their spirit bears witness who they are. You know what I mean?
Right.
Shit, if you see a bunch of Japanese fucking buildings and stuff, but they're over here saying, we are, you know what I mean,
Right.
something else, we're like, nah, nigga.
Right.
Something off about this, because in the ancient days, the Japanese were building like this, but now you're calling yourselves this and you building the same way, acting, nah, it's something off, you know what I mean? They ain't calling themselves the Romans, now they're calling themselves the Americans. You know?
And that was part of him being able to hide himself.
Right.
Esau has hid himself under different religions,
Right.
regions,
Right.
okay, and nationalities, man.
Right.
This is how, and under a color.
Right,
This is
right.
how Esau's been able to hide.
Right.
But again, we're in the time now where he can no longer hide himself. Okay, we know who the devil is, man.
Right.
And his works testify against him.
That's right.
Okay, since Esau, Edom, the so-called white man's inception, he's
Right.
been doing nothing but raping, robbing, colonizing,
Murdering.
That's all he's been doing. And now that Inquisition, okay, which is an intense investigation, interrogation, is being made upon him.
That's right.
And guess what? You got witnesses coming from all over
Right.
in the
Right.
form of the men of the Lord,
Right.
testifying against you wide openly, man.
Right.
See? And what we're speaking is the words of the Lord.
That's
We're not
right.
speaking anything of our own mind.
That's right.
If we were, like it tells us in Acts 5, this council wouldn't stand.
Understand, right.
We'll be out of there.
Right. And we've been talking about this for years.
Right.
You know? Imagine the elders been talking about this for decades.
Right.
You know, and it's coming to pass.
Woo.
You know?
That's a very valid point.
Right, man.
I'm gonna grab this real quick through the spirit. And we can probably grab the article after I grab this real quick, this portion of it. The book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse the book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 6, and it reads, and know ye, and now ye know that withholdeth that. Now you know what? Yeah, let me start here. And now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time.
That's right.
Here we go with time. We talking about time, man.
That's right.
We talking about that set appointed time, right? For the mystery of iniquity doeth already work. Okay? Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way.
That's right.
And the mystery of iniquity, when you go into that word iniquity, it goes into wickedness, man. Okay, so the mystery of wickedness, right, doeth already work. All right? And it's Yahawah BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI allowing him to do these works until he comes and moves this nigga out of the way. Okay? And we're in a time now where this man's being revealed. Why? Because Yahawah BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI is on his way.
God.
And with that article, we don't got to go far. You know what I mean? Pretty much the title, the headline. You know, and maybe a couple of paragraphs as well.
Right now.
It's actually in the chat.
God.
It's in the chat. Yeah, you may want to read down. We're opening.
Right here,
read
the
down.
central bank.
We're
Controlling the real power.
Time.
Okay. So, this is an article from Central Bank on Natural News. David Webb. Central banks and the people controlling them are the real power behind everything. All right?
And that's accurate.
Right.
And that, yo, you got it, brother.
And it says, the central banks and the people controlling them are the real power behind everything happening around the world, according to David Webb.
Right.
He shared. Go ahead, brother.
And Conan, I just want to say, they don't really name names.
Right, right.
Hey, but that's why we here. We were
Right.
talking about that. That's why we here.
Right.
Through the Spirit, starting with our elders and apostles on down, man.
Right.
This is why we here. Because
Right.
he's on point as far as everything that's being controlled
Right.
is by these bankers.
God.
These international banking families, man. The DuPonts, the Gettys, the Oppenheimers, the
Rothschild.
the Rothschilds, Rockefellers, Bloombergs.
It's like 13
You see?
families.
DuPonts,
Right.
right?
Yep.
Right. You see? They're running the show, these Amalekites, man.
Right.
Okay, but guess what? They've been found and they're about to be caught.
That's
You got
right.
it.
He shared this sentiment with the health ranger Mike Adams during an appearance on the Health Ranger Report. Webb told the Natural News and Brighton.com founder, the real power behind everything is the central banks and the people that control these central banks.
Woo! See that? Now, mind you, this is on Natural News, the source,
Right.
dated January 30th, 2024, today. Okay? Hey, this is. What more do you want?
Right.
Okay? As far as this nigga being revealed.
Right.
Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is being revealed, man.
That's right.
He can no longer hide himself in the cut
Right.
and try to utilize these many tentacles
Right.
to disguise himself
Right,
in the
right,
form
right.
of his government and
Right.
his celebrity machine, his talking heads,
Right.
these other fake global elites in the form of Elon Musk and
mega churches.
and Hell Gates, right? But he uses these other elites,
Right.
quote unquote, like, nah, nigga, you that nigga.
Right, right.
You know what I mean? You that nigga.
Right, right.
You know?
So it goes on to say, they control all political parties, all media, and all the governments. It's just that we're reaching a point in time, now, where it is becoming quite apparent.
Oh my
It
God.
says, web continues.
That's the, brother. It's becoming quite apparent. We're
Right.
in the time now where it's
He's
becoming
being-
quite apparent.
He's being found, man. He's being revealed.
Well, Ecclesiastes 3 is screaming.
Right.
The Lord's a man of his word.
Hey, and that man of sin is being revealed.
I not got that right here.
Right.
I'm gonna read down on it, but I mean, I don't know how far down you want to
I
go.
got
That
one
whole,
more.
the whole article's
Yeah,
fire.
but I got one more.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
we-
yeah, you
we
got
made
it.
the
That
point.
whole article's
Web
fire.
continued that a sophisticated mechanism has been absolutely planned and implemented over the decades. Humanity got a taste of this when the Federal Reserve caused the collapse of the U.S. economy in the 1930s.
Right.
So what they're basically telling you is that they're already preparing for another economical collapse while to transition into that digital currency.
Correct.
Right?
And
This
you
is
can
the
see
time
it
we're coming
formulating.
in, man, for
Yup.
this.
Right.
Right? Through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI to fulfill this prophecy
That's
right
it.
here.
Absolutely.
The sea hip.
Which is gonna bring on the end.
Right. The time of Esau's end.
Yep.
So yeah, I think that was it
Right?
on that, man. Yeah,
That's
that was,
money.
That was good on that.
I'm gonna continue on in 2 Thessalonians, and then we're gonna grab what you got real quick. The book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2, and verse 8, and it reads, "And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with his spirit of his mouth," which we know the servants, the prophets, are the Lord's mouthpiece, man.
That's right.
And this word is likened unto fire, pursuant to Jeremiah 5. And this man's being consumed by this truth.
That's right.
Here it is. We just got an article to the Spirit, like the brothers always do, from the elders and apostles on down, and we married it to prophecy. See, that's what makes this word dangerous.
That's
See,
right.
he don't care about that article going on.
Right.
But when this video might get taken out because we're marrying it
Right.
with biblical prophecy.
And that's how he's being found out.
And that's how he's being found out. See? This is why this nigga's losing sleep at night, and that ugly ass head is tossing and turning.
Right.
Because he knows that this is true.
It's funny how Esau has made a movie of Judah, of Israel, of Yahawashi in the form of Sesai Bojia, of Noah, Moses, but he's never made a movie of Esau.
Not only that, he won't make a movie of David, King David.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's
Right.
certain pressure points
Right.
in the scriptures that he won't touch.
Right.
Because he knows it's gonna open up a can of worms
Right.
if he does that.
He's gonna put up that
You know?
Stargate.
Right. That's a beautiful point.
Yeah.
That's gonna open up a can of worms if he does that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like, oh,
Right.
this doesn't add up.
It's some shit. It's like they say in the world. There's some shit you just don't talk about.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So it's like it says in the Psalm of Asaph, 73, chapter 73. The Lord has set him up and put him in slippery places.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Slippery slope.
That's on a slippery
Right,
slope.
right.
These niggas going up slipping,
How
going
did
up falling, tripping.
How did his destruction come in about a moment?
Right. Because when he's been lying the whole time. So
Right.
when you lie, as we know, you got to continue to lie.
Right.
But you're gonna run out of lies.
Right. And you get found out because when you
Right.
lying
You're gonna trip
excessively,
up.
you can't keep up with all your lies, so
Right.
you can't cover all your tracks.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You're gonna trip up.
Yeah.
You're gonna get caught.
You got
And
something,
that's
brother?
not gonna finish this
Come
out.
on.
And
Let him,
ultimately,
brother, let him finish this.
and ultimately, with him being caught, with him being revealed, the climax of this precept reads this. I'm gonna just read it from the top. So 2 Thessalonians 2 and 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy
Right.
with the brightness of his coming.
Them chariots, man.
So
when
it's
the
gonna
Lord comes back.
right. So it's gonna climax
Right.
from him being. This is why I said what I said earlier. Him being revealed is so important because it brings on his destruction.
Right.
When
Right.
after he's revealed in Matthew 24 and 14 comes into his perfection with this gospel being preached throughout all four corners of the earth, the Lord's gonna open up with the missiles and with them chariots, man.
And that's why I said court is in session right now.
Right.
For him to be revealed, pointed out, testified on, and then that judgment comes, which is that sentence.
That's it. That's right. So this is where we are in time.
That's right, man.
You know, we're in the time of Esau being revealed, man. And like you had said earlier with Jeremiah 49.
49 and 10.
Jeremiah 49 and 10.
Right.
You want to grab that?
I got that.
And I'm got something to back that up, brother. Grab what you got. We're gonna what you call it, rapid fire?
Right.
On Esau.
Right.
You mind if I hit them with two quick ones?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
got
go
get
ahead,
what you
brother.
got.
Jeremiah 29 and Jeremiah 29 and 15, because he has said, Yahweh BAHASHAM Yahushua hath raised us up prophets in Babylon. So there are prophets Yahweh BAHASHAM Yahushua has set up in Babylon in America.
That's right, brother.
And then this is Job. And Yahweh BAHASHAM Yahushua has given his prophets what? The knowledge of these holy scriptures.
That's right.
This is not of man's. This is of Yahweh BAHASHAM Yahushua. This is not of men.
That's right. As it says in 2 Peter chapter 1 verse 20, that prophecy didn't come up from man, but from the Holy Spirit.
Right. No private interpretation.
No private interpretation. Yeah.
Right. And that goes into us also having the name of the Lord on our foreheads, pursuing the Revelation 14.
That the why.
Right. It goes into that understanding of the scriptures to its
Right.
in their totality.
Right. Because it says that the word will seal you.
Yep. And 7, Salakia, it also mentions it in 7.
Revelation 7, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
If I may bring this one out.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Job 21, and to back the brother up, Job 21 and 30, that the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction,
I found it.
they shall be brought forth to the day of wrath.
That's fire.
There it is,
That
man.
never gets old.
Right.
Read that one more time, Babak Shah.
Job-
It's like when you sometimes you hear these precepts and it's just like it sounds like you heard it for the first time. You got it.
Job chapter 21 and verse 30, that the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction, they shall be brought forth to the day of wrath.
Woo! Can you read up on that?
The count 29.
Yes.
Job 21 and 29, have ye not asked them that go by the way, and do ye not know their tokens?
That's important. The reason why I asked you to read up on that, because those that go by the way is the servants, the prophets.
Right.
And when you go back to 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter, it goes into how this man's going to be consumed by the Spirit of the Lord's mouth.
Right.
So that token is the man of the Lord being on the scene, speaking these words.
Right.
And ultimately, when you read into 30, go ahead, brother, and we're going to read 31 too to make the point.
That the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction.
This is what
That's
we're
right.
saying.
That's right.
We're saying this through the Spirit because we know, because the scriptures tell us. We were just mentioning how time was against Esau.
That's right.
We were just mentioning how many times did we say time? Going into how Esau has a set appointed time.
Right,
We went into
right.
Ecclesiastes. The article even said we're in
Right.
the time of this being evident. That
Right.
this nigga, they know who's controlling everything, man.
That's right.
You see? Go ahead, brother.
That the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction,
Right.
they shall be brought forth to the day of wrath.
And the wicked is Esau. We know this.
right.
Malachi 1 and 4.
That's right.
For you new listeners, we always go into this, but for
Right.
you new listeners, for edification, go read Malachi 1 and 4.
They shall be called the border of wickedness.
Yahawah BAHASHAM Yahushua puts a name
Right.
on the title.
A token on him.
You know? He puts a name on that title, wicked. He
So-
puts a name on it.
It's like when you're in an investigation, once you hear that name wicked, you're like, oh, that's married to Esau.
That's
So,
right.
Oh, this is talking about Esau. Boom, depending on the content, because our people is wicked as hell too.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But that name wicked is married to
Right,
Esau.
because our people do wickedly.
Mhm.
But Esau
Is the wicked.
He
the wicked.
pursuing the Malachi 1 and 4.
Right,
Right, and that day of destruction is the day of doom.
right,
The day of the return of the Lord.
right.
That's when you read down on that, but Bakwashah, read 31, it glues everything together.
Job 21 and 31.
Hey, let this go by real quick. Go ahead, brother.
Who shall declare his way to his face?
Who should declare his way to his face, man? The servants of prophets are doing that.
That's right.
Right? Isaiah 13,
That's right.
right?
That's
Shake
right.
their hand,
Right.
right?
Raise
Hey,
a banner to
Right.
the high mountain.
Right, so it can go into the gates of the nobles.
That's right.
The men of the Lord, starting with the elders and the apostles on down, are declaring his way to his face.
Set
And
your face against Mount Seir and
Right.
prophesy against it.
Right, Ezekiel. And guess what? Guess what's going to happen?
And who shall repay him what he hath done?
And who shall repay him for what he hath done?
The Lord Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI,
You
man.
already know. Isaiah 63. Who is
That's
this
right.
that coming from Edom?
That's right, man.
With dyed garments from Barzabah,
Right,
man. The
right.
capital city of
That's
Edom.
right.
Who is this?
That's right.
YAHAWASHI,
man.
You see?
That's right.
So we already know, man, your time is up. The Lord's gunning for you, man.
That's right.
That's why you're being revealed now.
I got
You got it,
Jeremiah.
brother.
Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 10. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places.
And when you're bare, you ass naked. I just want to bring that down. When you bare, you ass naked. Everything can be seen.
Yeah, yeah.
You can't hide no imperfection.
Right,
You know?
Right,
It's
right,
there.
right,
You know?
right. His secret places, and he shall. I have Salakia.
You're kind.
I'm gonna start again. Jeremiah 49 and 10. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places,
Right.
and he should not be able to hide himself.
He can't hide that uncircumcised penis, bro.
Right.
He's wide open.
His seed is spoiled,
Right.
and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not.
Right. This nigga's been living lavish, man.
Right.
This nigga's been living on a high horse
Right.
for a long time.
And hiding since Cain.
Right. Beautiful point. Hiding since Cain. You see? But now we're in the time where his destruction is at hand. And no longer can he hide himself. It's a bad time to be an Edom.
Right.
It's a bad time because Scripture goes into how, better is the end of a thing than the beginning of it
That's
thereof.
right. That's right.
And then we're at the point now where Jacob, we're at the end of our captivity,
Right.
and Esau is just coming into the beginning.
Right. What a twist.
What a twist,
What a
right?
twist,
What a
right?
plot twist.
Right,
He's
right.
just coming into the end of the beginning of his.
Right.
I got this right here. I mean, we could probably close out with this unless the brother got something after this. But what I wanted to do was I wanted to go back in time real quick, the book of Numbers. All right, going into Balaam or Balaam, some people call him, which was a heathen prophet. Yeah, Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI can raise up a heathen prophet
Right,
if he
right.
wants to. He can do whatever the hell he wants
Right.
to do.
Hey, can the
Okay.
clay tell the potter, why have thou made me thus?
Right,
Who has resisted his will?
right. And ultimately, Balaam took up a parable, right? And this is what he said regarding the future,
Right.
right? This is the book of Numbers, chapter 24, and verse 18, and it reads, and Edom shall be a possession, and that possession is a slave. If you're being possessed, you're a slave, you're in captivity, man.
That's right.
Right? Seir also shall be a possession for his enemies. And we know, pursuing the Obadiah, it tells us that the southern kingdom is going to take his land.
Right.
Continuing on. And Israel shall do valiantly. So we're going to be victorious, man. We're going to triumph over you, E. We're going to be victorious over you. Okay? Out of Jacob shall come he that shall have dominion and shall destroy him that remaineth of the city. YAHAWASHI.
That's right.
You see? Continuing on, and here's the point. And when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations. Right, and for two reasons. He was the first to attack us when we were coming out of Egypt.
Right.
It tells us that in Exodus.
Didn't let us go through.
Right, but not only did he not let us go through, but even before that, when we were coming out of Egypt fresh.
Right.
You know what I mean? This nigga was attacking the old, the young,
Right.
the woman.
Right.
We could grab it for edification.
Right.
But he was to say, and this nigga is the first nation to what? Have global dominion
Right.
in the dew of heaven.
Fatness of the earth.
See that going into his
Blessing.
blessing.
Right.
No other nation has had that yet,
Right.
besides Esau,
Right.
proving that he's Esau.
Right.
That also proves that you're Esau,
Right.
nigga.
Right.
Because no other nation, if no other nation has global, this nigga has global power
That's right.
in the dew of heaven.
Right.
He controls the airways, man.
Right.
Come on, man. But guess what? But his latter end shall be that he perish forever, man. Going right into that Obadiah 1 and
Obadiah
18, right?
That's right, yeah.
Going right into that Obadiah.
1:10 and 1:18.
Right.
Where the Lord said you should be cut off forever.
That's it.
For that violence against that brother Jacob.
Right. See? This is where we are, man. We're coming into the build-up
Right.
of Evil E's deletion, man.
That's right. That's right.
And we're gonna speak on these things, man, until the Lord says that's enough.
Hey, you got something before we close?
Yep.
Go ahead, brother.
Lamentations 4 and 21. Rejoice and be glad, O
I
daughter
was
of
thinking
Edom,
about that.
that dwellest in the land of Uz.
That's right.
The cup also shall pass.
Start up, Akia.
Lamentations 4, where?
20?
Okay. Lamentations 4 and 20. The breath of our nostrils, the anointed of BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, was taken in their pits, of whom we said, under a shadow we shall live among the heathen.
Right. You got to keep going. You got it, brother.
Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee.
And Uz is a buzzword for America, U.S. Just to throw that out there. Uz, that's the buzzword for the U.S. Right? Go ahead.
Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked.
And we were going into Jeremiah 49 and 10, right?
That's right.
Nigga, you ass naked now.
That's it.
Your phallus is showing,
That's
you
it.
uncircumcised Philistine.
That's it.
The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins.
That's it, man. So the point has been made real clear for all those that tune in to listen, man. The point has been made real clear. And I'm just going to make this short and sweet. We're past cross-examination. Right now we're at the closing statements, and the Lord is on his way to bring war and destroy Esau, Edom, and the other nations, okay? And to rule over, right, the planet Earth in righteousness, all right? So like I said, man, heavy judgment is coming upon Esau, Edom, man. He's been revealed, man. We're in the closing statements of this courtroom, okay? We passed cross-examination. They know that wasn't us. I don't know, the picture's a little blurry.
I plead the fifth.
Yeah, yeah, right, I plead the fifth. No, we passed that. That's it, man. Right now, your lawyers are trying to negotiate, but there is no negotiations, okay? The Lord's coming back to bring war, okay? To destroy the Gentiles, right? Because the destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. There's no way you can hide, all right? And the Lord's gonna let you hide a little bit, you know, because it's gonna be a little fun game. You know what I mean? It's like like a cat playing with a mouse.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Playing with his food.
Right. He just, you know, just pause. You know, boom. But that's it, man. Your doom is coming. The day of wrath is at hand,
Woo!
and only the servants of Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI are gonna rejoice in those times, man. So, Lord willing, this was edifying. And with that, we're going to give all honor and glory to
Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH.
Want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth. And I want to say shalom to the brothers and sisters that are in this truth. Shalom.
Shalom.
DTA.
Ababa.
Kum Yasharala.
Kum Yasharala.
Shalom.
Shalom, Makiyam.